Hi, my name is Cindy Clayton. If we haven't met yet, it's great to meet you. I'm an instructor in business communication here in the Romaine College of Business at USI. And I'm also supporting internships with the collaboration with Career Services here on campus. In this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about internships and their vital importance to your educational experience. Think about your professional profile like a shopping basket. And when you came in to USI, it wasn't even completely empty. You had some experiences from your teen years. Maybe you played a team sport. Maybe you had an internship or co-op experience in high school. So you already have some transferable items in that basket. We already have a shopping basket. Each of us already have one going. And so it's not a complete blank slate. That's the good news. So I pulled a job description. This one is from Hafer Associates that is here in Evansville, and they're looking for a marketing intern. By looking at a job description, it helps us to see what kinds of knowledge and experiences we'll need to have in our basket in order to qualify for this internship. Additionally, it gives us a clue as to what we might be able to enhance or add to our shopping basket by virtue of working in this internship. So a couple of things it talks about is research skills, writing, designing, and printing proposals, website management, social media management. They talk about some of the qualifications for the job is they use the words team player. And I can tell you that many job postings are going to introduce some notion of the idea of being a team player. So that you're collaborative, you're able to work with others is essentially what they're looking for there. It also says smart, quick, curious thinker and learner, creative writing skills, organized, attention to detail, extremely comfortable with technology, social media savvy, skilled in Microsoft Office, skilled in InDesign, and graphic design is a plus. Now, one other interesting thing to note here is that it talks about they prefer 1 year of marketing experience going into an internship. Well, how do I get experience to get experience is what a lot of students ask me. And the answer to that is, for one thing, you probably have had exposure to some of the skills that they're going to ask for in a job posting before. If you're not able to translate those transferable skills on your resume, you should ask your BCom professor or someone in career services to help you navigate that. Because a lot of times transferable skills may come from places where you don't expect it. So if you worked, say, in a factory last summer, and you worked on a team, already you have those teamwork experiences. If you help your family's business with website management, but you don't get paid for it, that's still relevant experience. So just because it says they prefer 1 year of experience related to marketing doesn't mean that it has to be an actual marketing job. So it's important to know that and don't get discouraged if you see that. Now, if you're sitting there saying, I don't have any of those things that you just mentioned, Cindy, what am I supposed to do? I want you to think creatively about your basket again and what of these knowledge, skills, and experiences need to go in there and how you might be able to gain them in your current situation. So if you are, let's just say, a marketing major and you don't have a whole lot of experience with web design, think about the things that you're already involved in, like a social club, a house of worship, a card game group, a group of friends from high school who still get together and play soccer on Sundays. Think about those things that you're already involved in and think about, is there a way that I can volunteer my time and experience to get comfortable with these experiences? Because once you have gotten comfortable with them, you have mastered them, you can then put them in your basket and represent, yes, I know how to use, say, databases because I created and I use a database to keep track of who in our synagogue is bringing snacks the next group, or however that might go. So keep those two things in mind: transferable experience and volunteerism as a pathway to enhancing your skills. Now I want to get back to why it's so important that you have an internship. So an internship is the beginning of your career. And if you can kind of think about it as someone who doesn't have an internship is here, and someone who has an internship is here, this gap between experience is going to continue on in early career. So when you go up against that person for your first career job, the person who's had the internship is more likely to get the job. And I say that as an experienced recruiter. I can tell you that many occasions I had a 4.0 student who's never worked, or a 2.9 student who's had 3 internships, and I'm going to choose the person with more experience. From the hiring manager side, if I have someone with relevant experience who has worked in an office, who understands the things, the decorum, the way you answer a phone, confidentiality, how filing works, if I have somebody who has that kind of experience, that saves me weeks of training. And so I'm more likely going to pick someone who has that experience, okay? Now, you may catch up over time. It doesn't matter so much maybe by the time you're 30 or so. But if you think about those years in between that you're missing out on opportunities to grow and perhaps a bigger salary, it certainly makes sense. One thing that happens probably more often than you think is that someone thinks they know what they want to do, and then they work in an internship and they find out that they're not a good fit for that career choice. And they figured that out now while they're still used to the college life, while it's still they're still able to change a different course of study and have a different internship experience. I know someone, for example, this is not in the College of Business obviously, but someone just assumed that they would want to be a teacher and went through the entire educational experience, and then they went to student teaching. This was a long time ago, before they had those practical experiences that you have now, but they went to student teaching and found out they were absolutely not right for teaching at any level. And so they had gone through that entire degree program and have never stepped foot in a classroom. Now that's not the end of the world. Having a degree opens doors for you no matter what it's in. But I've had students in the College of Business who felt really strongly about wanting to do a certain career, and then they go into the internship and they come out saying, oh my gosh, I do not want to do that. That is not the right fit for me. And you know what? That is a perfectly wonderful outcome if that's where you come to, because it saves you of getting out of school, needing to make it on your own, and being in a career that's not right for you. And when you're in a career that's not right for you, it hurts everyone. It takes a lot of your emotional energy. It harms your references in the future because you weren't the right fit for the job, and so you didn't perform especially well. So we want to make sure that we take the internship opportunities so that we can get the experience that we need and know whether or not we're a good fit for something. If you have questions about specific internships, then certainly contact Stephanie Pfeiffer in Career Services. We're the team from Career Services, and I are very excited to help you and get you started on your internship experience. Thank you for your time.